I am not going to do the roads. So regardless of whether they overrode the veto or not is immaterial to me.
Defiant words from Mayor Collins after City Council overrode his veto of a $4.7 million street paving plan. The override effort was led by Councilman Mike Craig, who says his district got shortchanged by the mayor's capital improvement budget in the spring.
The mayor's budget for paving was very unfair to some districts, in particular District 3. He admitted that, but he insists on doing it on his schedule.
I had discussions with Councilman Craig well in advance of what he did. And I told him the street lists that I received for 2014 were not my responsibility. I inherited them from the previous administration. And I told him, I said, I will make it right in 2015. You have my word.
Craig says he's disappointed the mayor has taken the position he has after the veto override.
You know what, we all could have turned out heroes on this, except the mayor decided that if he's not the only hero, nobody's a hero.
For people who have to ride the streets every day, they are more concerned about the roads getting fixed and less about arguing politicians.
Well, they're pretty bad. I mean, they're doing a lot of work, but there's so much more that needs to be done.
ODOT spokeswoman Teresa Pollock says the rain that came right before the snow prevented the agency from salting the roads.
But when you're looking at pre-treating a roadway, you want to be sure that any moisture isn't going to wash off. And in the case where we saw the rain last night, that would have been exactly the case if we got to those areas.
ODOT crews saw dry conditions on the highways, but bridge decks and overpasses froze quickly.
A big contributor to the accidents that we saw this morning was the fact that we had pavement that appeared to be wet in most places, but then as soon as you got to those bridges and overpasses, people are already driving at an accelerated speed or even at average speed and weren't aware that bridges and overpasses freezes early.
We spoke to one motorist who was about to get on I-75.
Freaks me out driving out on the highway when I know there's ice on there, and having to travel all the way out to Perrysburg on the expressway. It's kind of scary.
Soto hopes that this morning's snow is the last until next winter.
I hate driving in the snow because other people still drive like it's warm outside, and I'm afraid to go out there.
For many drivers, avoiding potholes has become next to impossible.
You got to fix them. That's what they got to do. It don't make any sense.
The city of Toledo uses cold patch to fill in potholes, but that has proven to be ineffective with the freeze and thaw cycle that we have had this winter. Days after a pothole is filled, it often reappears.
So many people are concerned about the damages to their personal property, which is their automobile, but it just cannot be helped. And I think the employees that are out there filling the potholes are doing a phenomenal job.
With so many of the repaired potholes reemerging just days later, many residents are wondering whether Toledo should reconsider the way it fixes potholes. Gabriel favors the procedure that was used when she was Commissioner of Streets, Bridges, and Harbors under former Mayor Carty Finkbeiner.
You would blow the hole with the compressor, put a little hot patch or sealant in there, then put the cold patch in, tap it, and then put some more sealer around it to prevent the water from going in as quickly.
Some Toledo drivers have taken extraordinary measures to avoid potholes.
A lot of times I take the long route to get away from the potholes. Extra gasoline.